Hello there and welcome back. Today I have a large scrapbook layout share and we're focusing on one paper theme 3 ways. I have a huge stack of goodness here, 28 pages with the Currently Loving and Lovely Blossoms collection plus 5 additional pages. And I'm going to share how I use this collection in 3 different ways. My focus for this collection was to use it in other ways besides floral focus. There's definitely florals throughout this scrapbooking workshop, but my paper crafters were asking for me to use these papers in different ways. So I first created the company workshop, which is created out of the Currently Loving Scrapbooking Workshop Kit. Everything that you need to create 6 pages is encompassed in this workshop kit, including instructions. And so I first put that together as the company designed it. Then I took a second Currently Loving Scrapbooking Workshop Kit and added a couple things like the Lovely Arrangements Stampin' Die Bundle, some of the muted palette dots, and then some fully flowering ephemera, and added that together to be able to create a 12-page elevated workshop, still using that workshop kit as the base. And then finally, I created a 10-page workshop out of the Lovely Blossoms Designer Series paper and sticker sheet, some added cardstock, and then some of those same muted palette dots. So let's start with the company workshop. The 6-page Currently Loving Scrapbooking Workshop Kit creates 6 pages. I created those pages as designed, and if you look closely, I don't even have some of the stickers peeled off completely because I don't have photos on all of my pages tonight. I have photos on lots of them, but there are some that I don't. But this pre-printed background is so lovely. I love it so much. And then just putting one sticker across the bottom, adding a couple small pieces of pattern paper, and then your photo elements, and you have punch out leaves, punch out flowers, little journal bits, and it's perfect just the way that it is. I love that you can pull it out, you have all the full color instructions, and you can put it together exactly as designed, or you can change it up a little bit. So this scrapbook layout was all about the circles. So you see a circle overlay punch out that comes right in the kit, and then those circles that came out of the punch out, the negative pieces, they actually have some designs on them. Some of them have journaling lines, and you just overlay those over the top of some pattern paper to create a second circle layout. You can use that as a photo grid and have circles inside the photo grid, or you can put photos over the top of those. Again, I didn't add any change ups. You could pop things up with foam tape. You could add bling. There's so many things that you could do to elevate those pages. Now, this page was a little bit of a puzzle to me. I did like it, but I felt like there was a couple disconnected pieces. So I thought maybe taking, some of the clusters and sort of clustering them together a little bit. Some of these I felt like could actually move sideways, upside down. You could straighten them out. It has so much potential. It's a pre-printed background base, which I really, really like. And then I like the old olive on the bottom with the transition. I'm just not quite sure. I just kind of have the feeling of putting some of the elements a little close together or overlapping them, but you can see how you could play with that. There's plenty of pieces to play with. So let's move on to the 10-page Simply Scrappin workshop. I did add those fully flowering punch outs that are embellishments like chipboard, and I do have a process video for this one. I loved using outdoor photos of our horses and using that with triangles. So this one was all about the angles and just using simple little elements that come right on the sticker sheet. I love that Polaroid element. So this element on page 2 here is actually from the cut apart cards, and I actually cut some pieces right out of those cut apart cards. And then I added some smaller photos across the bottom, and then pieces of those cards embedded right into that layout. I love the color scheme in this. Secret Sea, Petal Pink, Old Olive, and Cloud Cover. This one was so easy. Strip, strip, strip. strip, 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 and sticker, and done in the background. The colors are so gorgeous together, and the secrecy is so striking. And then I just added some of those floral pieces that I fussy cut out of some of the cut apart cards. Some of those are stickers, and same with the leaves. You can see the ones that I'm touching there are actually cut out of some of the cut apart cards. So it gives you so many parts and pieces to be able to embellish your pages and stretch the workshop. I love this one. I really could not put photos on this one yet because I really want to think about it. So we have 10 photo opportunities with this, and there are these great number stickers that come on the sticker sheet. So I was able to use a series of photo strips to be able to get 10 photos and one little journaling square without losing the decorative element. That strip along the side is all one piece. It actually is cut out of the back side of a cut apart card, and I love the look of that. And then I popped up all of those numbers. Here's another very simple one. I loved the stripes down the bottom with a little bit of the old olive transition strip. There's something about the secrecy in the cloud cover with the pops of the green, and I simply added banners in the background, layered the photos with a little bit wider photo mat, and then having some of those photo mats be the pattern paper, added the pop of the patterns without overwhelming it, and then just adding those bits again from the punch outs. Now this one you might recognize. This is a go-to grid layout. So I actually eked out an extra layout in this series. So instead of 10 pages, it's 11. So my whole video is off now because I forgot about this page, but I have 3x3 squares in the background. So 8 3x3 squares and a large focal element. And all of those floral bits are simply cut out of the cut apart sheets. Now I shared a video or a post on my Facebook page earlier this month, or maybe it was even at the end of April, and I shared a free sketch or a free template for this layout style. And this is the same layout style as the one that I put in the Lovely Blossom Simply Scrapping. It's just got a little bit of a wider grid. The one that I put in Lovely Blossoms is a little bit smaller. I believe those squares are 2.5 by 2.5. But I actually used this and used all 5 of our in colors to create the same layout. And then I used parts and pieces from all of our wonderful, amazing, brand new products. So you're seeing all different dies and things from our brand new product that dropped on May 6th, I believe it was. So if you put them side by side, you can see they are identical layouts, just smaller squares on the Lovely Blossoms page. I love both styles so much. Now we're going to move into this fun elevated workshop that I again used Currently Loving Scrapbooking Workshop Kit as the base element. So again, you can create exactly as the company designed, but by creating these 12 pages with that Currently Loving Scrapbooking Workshop Kit, let me just show you how much of it was used up. Sometimes I'm so pleased as punch with myself. I can actually get every single sticker and piece used. I had a couple wordy bits left is all I had left. I had a little tiny bit of the cut aparts and a couple punch outs. And then in this plastic bag that's stuck here, I have just a couple small pieces of pattern paper, and that is all that is left from that entire workshop kit. I love it. Now, I had shared that I created this layout. I cut apart the cut apart sheets, a very simple background, a banner running down, a handmade tag with some of our secrecy ribbon, some Cricut pockets, and I love the idea of sunshine in my pocket when you have a dream and a little bit of sunshine in your pocket, and that's my granddaughter Maya Jean. I love how that one turned out. It was so simple. When I got toward the end and I didn't have much pattern paper left, I created this one. And this one is one, if you look at the focal elements, I added a little flower cart from the Cricut, and then I added a little bicycle from the Cricut. The rest of the pieces come from the punch outs and the sticker sheet. But I chose to use outdoor photos, but you can see how elegant this layout could be. You You could take an elegant twist and use very formal photos or very elegant photos for this. I opted to make it into outdoor. I loved the bicycle and the flower cart, and this is a little experience that the grandkids took with scoops and loops. So they did a bunch of loops on their bikes and had scoops of ice cream and celebrated by the lake. And that one was so easy, just a few little faux stickers or strips there that don't even run all the way across because I didn't quite have enough paper left. Same with this one. This one was more toward the end, and I wanted to bring out outdoorsy. How do you take that gorgeous, gorgeous floral pattern and give it an outdoorsy twist? I did that by bringing in the browns and the tans. So I have some pecan pie and some crumb cake crates that I created on the Cricut, added the punch out flowers, but I didn't overwhelm it with flowers. I had enough flowers, especially using the Stamp and Die bundle, the lovely arrangements. I could have filled that wagon up. I could have filled those crates up, but I used a few strategic flowers to make the flowers as accents and not as a focal element. And then I was able to highlight Maya Jean's, my granddaughter's graduation photos that were outdoorsy. Another one that I took a little bit of a feminine element but made it masculine and outdoorsy. So there's those pre-printed backgrounds from the Currently Loving workshop kit that I love, love, love so much. I created a few cute little birdhouses and just cut a few strips of pecan pie and mounted them, added the punch out leaves and a few tiny little paper strips. There's hardly any pattern paper. One little cut apart card, one little strip paper there. And then I made that embossed type piece with the florals that's white that I tore on the bottom out of the lovely arrangements and added the stickers. That's my grandson, Waylon James, at the duck pond, and I love that. Now I thought, why not take it a step further and make this floral theme into travel? So my helper, Mary, actually gave me these brown scallop strips. They were mulligans that we created on the Cricut for a different workshop, and we accidentally cut them in the wrong color. We cut them in pecan pie, and they're each full 11.5 scallop strips. And I just took our punches, our little punch assortment, and punched luggage tags into them and put strips of paper and strings on them to make them into luggage tags, and then added some suitcases and tickets from the Cricut. That little postage stamp border I did on the Cricut as well in Secret C to give it that more masculine travel vibe with the postage stamp instead of something more feminine. And you can see very little pattern paper used in there again, and then using those Polaroid frames gave it a nice twist. Another one that ended up being one of my favorites. So if you remember on the company version, we had this punch out overlay that had the circles in it. I used the lovely arrangements die to make the petal pink background in one of the circles, added a cut apart card behind one circle, pattern paper behind one circle, and then all the rest photos. I cut the little scalloped photo frame on the Cricut, and then you can see I have a tiny bit of pattern paper behind as a photo mat on a double photo and then on some single photos. And that's the only pattern paper on the left page, made in oversized 10 grandma things, and then a really pretty little window with a window box with some vellum behind it. And then those punch out flowers right there. I did stamp some of the leaves with the lovely arrangements, and then I used some of the punch out leaves as well. And there you have it. That is 28, actually 29 pages from the Lovely Blossoms and Currently Loving collections, and 5 additional in color pages that I shared today. I hope that you feel inspired by all of these layouts and you found a style within all 3 styles that fits you. I would love to hear which style fits you the best and which style serves you best in your type of scrapbooking that you do. I will link in the description any of these layouts that have process videos. I will also link the full supply list and then all of these workshop guides that are available, which is the 10-page Simply Scrappin workshop and the 12-page Sparkle and Shine workshop that have guide options available, will be linked on my blog soon. I don't have it up yet because, as I shared in the beginning, I am chronically behind, but it shouldn't be too long, probably by tomorrow, if not tonight. Thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for your patience for me just getting out my April collection. Next up in May, we have Beach Time and Beach Party. I kind of like to save some of the florals for spring because here in South Dakota, we just kind of have a dreary winter and it's hard to get my spring and summer mojo going with these floral collections in the winter. Thanks for watching. Come back soon for more right here on Snips by Kelly.